everybody. Welcome to this month's List Critics. I am Tanya Patello. I'm co-host along with...
NecroVMX, G.I. Joe. I don't even fucking know anymore. I'm just making it up as I go along. Yes, this is the List Critics, where you send us lists and then we tell you that they suck.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, we sometimes like them, but no. Actually, usually we do. Well, our first list today, Tanya, is from Almighty Santa, frequent contributor to the List Critics, and this is unusual. I don't think anybody has done this before. He has sent me his list of his top 10 favorite dog breeds.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah, and I never heard that one before, but hey, whatever. That sounds good to me. Any predictions for this, Tanya? What do you think his favorite dog breed is?
Either a Husky or a German Shepherd.
Well, it is one of those.
Okay.
So you as a matter of fact, you hit number 1 and number 3 there. So, but let's read out the whole list. Number 10 is a Pomeranian, which I categorize that as a rat dog.
It's not a real dog if you can kick it over a fence. No. I would never do that. I love doggies.
Now, I mean, that's sort of like a Hank Hill would say, why don't you just get me a cat and a sex change? Number 9 is a Beagle. Beagles are pretty cool. They're little, but they're pretty cool.
Oh, they are really cool.
They're adorable. Number 8, Boxer. They're cool dogs.
Oh, I love Boxers.
Boxers are cool. Number 7, a miniature bull terrier. I don't know. I'm not into anything that starts with miniature or teacup or any of those words that mean it's small as fuck.
Yeah. And not only that, it's not only that, but it's also, really, really small dogs are actually, they can be very unhealthy, too.
Well, they do live longer. There is that.
That is that. But,
yeah. Well, miniature bull terriers are cute. I'll give you that. They're like those tiny little pit bulls.
Oh, okay, yeah, those are cute.
Yeah, they're kind of cute. I like pit bulls, and they're like just a smaller package. That's all it is, really. Number 6, this is a nice dog, the Alaskan Malamute.
I never even saw one of those.
Oh, I'll get you a picture. They're really cool looking dogs. They look like wolves. Here, let me get you a picture of one. They have a really cool tail. Like I said, it looks like a timber wolf. All right, I got the picture coming up, and we're gonna view original image. Okay, and we're gonna send it over to the Tanya face, who is a thing with a face. There you go.
I told you I'm a thing with a face,
Yeah, that's the Malamute.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, it's like a more muscular wolf,
Oh, it's a beautiful dog.
Yeah, so that's a good choice, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see, where was I? Number 5, Golden Retriever. I mean, can't go wrong with that. Number 4 is the American Eskimo dog.
Oh, I actually saw those when I worked over at Debbie's Petland, or Debbie's Deathland as it was called over here. Little word to the wise out there: never work at a Debbie's Petland or buy a dog from there. Having worked there myself, I can tell you it sucks. So yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go you one further and say never work at any pet store.
Yeah.
Number 3, the Siberian Husky. And that's actually the dog he has. He says he's had 3 in his whole life, including one of his current dogs is a Siberian Husky.
I'm jealous. I love Siberian Huskies.
They're very cool. Number 2 is the Whippet.
The what?
The Whippet. Whippet.
A Joyce dog? Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's like a greyhound, I guess?
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Very similar to a greyhound. Very similar.
Right.
They're very, very, very skinny hunting dogs, like Santa's Little Helper is a Whippet.
Oh, okay.
I know they've called him Greyhound a few times in the show, but the way they draw him, that's a Whippet.
That's a Whippet. All right.
Yeah. And number 1 is the German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
Can't
go wrong with the German.
I'm going to use my my power of veto here. We got to knock the Pomeranian off of there and put a Rottweiler on there. There's no Rottweiler on there.
Oh, there's no Rottie. And let me tell you guys out there, there's nothing wrong with a Rottweiler at all.
I've had 3 of them.
They're silly as hell.
They really are. I mean, I've had 3 of them. I'm on Rottweiler number 3, and they're just great. But okay, out of 10, what are you going to say, Tanya?
I'm going to say 9.
I'm going to say 9 as well. I'm knocking off a point for the Pomeranian, but he did hit on a few of the lesser-known breeds there. So
yeah, I was really glad to see the Alaskan Malamute on it. That's pretty cool. So,
yeah, well, it was a breed you didn't know, and I had to show you a picture, and you were smitten.
Yeah, definitely. I love doggies.
Now, he also sent me a top 100 list. And I think this is a list that we could totally sink our teeth into. This is the top 100 metal albums of all time with like 17 exclamation points, according to Almighty Santa.
I can definitely sink my teeth into that one.
Yeah. So we're going to all metal. We're going to go 10 at a time here. So I'm going to read out 10 and then we'll comment.
All right.
Okay, number 100 is The Years of Decay by Overkill. Number 99 is Volume 4 by Black Sabbath. Number 98 is Hull of the Mountain King by Sabotage. Number 97, Another Perfect Day by Motorhead. Number 96, Leprosy by Death. Number 95, Hotter Than Hell by Kiss. Number 94, Don't Break the Oath by Merciful Fate. Number 93, Pentagram by Gorgoroth. Number 92, The Bleeding by Cannibal Corpse. And number 91, Blessed Are the Sick by Morbid Angel.
What the hell is Kiss doing on that list?
They started out as very heavy metal.
I know, but they're not.
No, but I know that they went like weird, like disco, rock and roll later on, but their first few albums are really good.
That's true, but
yeah.
Still,
because I remember I was in there's actually a CD store near here, not near here, but in my general area that they specialize in only like heavy metal and rock, and they were playing something. They were playing like Kiss's first album once, and I didn't know who it was, and I was like, this is awesome. What is this? And they said, this is Kiss, and I'm like, you're kidding me.
I would have liked that, but
yeah, but I gotta praise the list already, because this is like, when people say, oh, these are my favorite metal albums, and I see shit like fucking It's All like Linkin Park and System of a Down and not I call them System of a Down syndrome, but and what's that other one? Slipknot. These are like, this guy. I mean, you got some death metal, you got some doom metal, you got some black metal, you got some classic metal. There's a little bit of a variety here.
And you can't go wrong with Sabbath. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Sabotage, he's hitting on some of the lesser-known bands, Gorgoroth, Morbid Angel. I mean, that obviously he's a death metal fan if he has Morbid Angel on there.
Gorgoroth I've actually never heard, so I have to check that one out, I think.
Oh, yeah. Gorgoroth Pentagram was the one he had on there, and I'm just going to, before I talk out my ass, I'm going to verify it's the album I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's okay. Because there's a little bit of confusion, because there's also a band called Pentagram who had an album called Pentagram. But
wow.
They're black metal from Norway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't confusing the two there. But yeah, so far so good. Let's move on here. 90 is Motorhead's self-titled album. Number 89, Speak English or Die by the Stormtroopers of Death. Number 88, Welcome to Hell by Venom. Number 87, Gallery of Suicide by Cannibal Corpse. Number 85, Practice What You Preach by Testament. Number 84, Cowboys from Hell by Pantera. Number 83, In the Name of Suffering by I Hate God. Number 82, The Code is Red, Long Live the Code. He truncated the title, but that's the whole title. That's by Napalm Death. And number 81 is Sacrifice by Motorhead.
Well, I have one issue with that part of the list, and I think you know what it is, John.
The Cannibal Corpse?
Yes.
I'm not a fan either, but I mean, he's got it mixed in with so much good shit here that I can't really bitch too much.
Well, I can't bitch too much, but I can still bitch about them even being there. So.
Yeah, The Code is Red is my favorite Napalm Death album, by the way.
Oh,
actually, that's my favorite grindcore album of all time.
Oh, is it real? Oh, wow.
Yeah, easily. And Cowboys from Hell is classic. I mean, these are really good albums for the most part.
Cowboys from Hell is... Oh, I love that fucking album.
Okay, we're moving on. Number 80 is Spreading the Disease by Anthrax. Number 79, Fabulous Disaster by Exodus. Number 78, Destroyer by Gorgoroth. Number 77, In League with Satan by Venom. Number 76, Scars of the Crucifix by Deicide. Number 75 is Why by Discharge. Number 74, Game Over by Nuclear Assault. Number 73, Scream Bloody Gore by Death. Number 72, Scum by Napalm Death. And number 71, Chainsaw Dismemberment by Mortician.
I'm actually surprised to hear Deicide on there. I was
Really?
pleasantly surprised.
Well, he's got a lot of great bands on here. I mean, he's hitting on a lot of my favorites: Exodus, Death, Venom to a certain extent, Napalm Death. So there you go. Really, really, a lot of these are classics too.
Yeah, I have no real gripes. This is a great list so far.
So far, so yeah, very, very good list so far. Okay, moving on. Number 72, Fast for Love by Motley Crue. Number 79, Bomber by Motorhead. Number 78, Spiritual Healing by Death. Number 67, Headhunters by Crocus. Number 66, Women and Children First by Van Halen. Number 65, Ram It Down by Judas Priest. Number 64, Obsolete by Fear Factory. Number 63, Inferno by Motorhead. Number 62, Possessed by Venom. And number 61, Satanic Black Devotion by Sargeist.
I'm so happy to hear Fear Factory on there. I love Fear Factory.
You know, I had never heard them for the longest time, and all I'd heard about them was negative things. And,
really?
Yeah, majorly, you know, everybody just telling me they suck, and I'd never heard them, you know. And I actually, the first time I ever heard Fear Factory was I saw them live.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They were at the Gigantor supporting Megadeth, and I had no idea what to expect. And they came on right after the Dillinger Escape Plan, which is one of the worst bands I've ever heard in my life. And they fucking rocked the shit out of that place. I thought it was like awesome. I immediately went out and bought their latest album, and then I got all the other ones. And so I'm definitely a fan of Fear Factory now, and all the people that told me they suck, they're idiots.
Yeah, because Fear Factory fucking is awesome. Love them.
Yeah, it's such a great show, too. They're great live.
Absolutely.
Okay, moving on. And I wanted to say the rest of those were all very good.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so number 60 is Antichrist by Gorgoroth. Number 59 is Sad Wings of Destiny by Judas Priest. You know, Almighty Santa's not very good at spelling, so I'm lucky I know most of these albums. Number 58 is Blood, Fire, Death by Bathory. Number 57 is Panzerfaust by Dark Throne. Number 55 is Black Metal by Venom. Number 54 is Legion by Deicide. Number 53, Darkest Days of Horror by Mordenkainen. Number 52 is Torture by Cannibal Corpse. And number 51 is Megatherion by Celtic Frost.
Okay, I disagree with Bathory being even remotely close to this list at all. I can't stand them.
And Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta say, major props for including Celtic Frost on there. They're obscure and weird, and like every album was a different genre.
Honestly, I thought I was like the only one who knew about them.
I'm a big fan of Celtic Frost, actually.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I love how every album is like something different. Oh, here's Catherine.
Tell her I said, what up?
Well, I had IM'd her before because I thought I needed her, but I don't, so I just let her know. Never mind. Okay, number 50 is Death Crush by Mayhem. Number 49 is Point of Entry by Judas Priest. I gotta stop there. You know, I know that Rob Halford was gay, but every Judas Priest album title is like a porno title.
It really is.
I mean, okay, not Sad Wings of Destiny, but a lot of them are, you know. Yeah. Anyway, Point of Entry by Judas Priest. Number 48 is Violence by Eternal Nightmare. Number 47, Pleasure to Kill by Creator. Number 46, Human by Death. Number 45, okay, he fucked up here. He's got Scum by Napalm Death. That was already on the list. So that's the cardinal rule broken right there.
Right, yeah.
Number 44, Eaten Back to Life by Cannibal Corpse. Number 43, Severed Survival by Autopsy. Number 42, Gore Metal by Exhumed. And number 41, Hacked Up for Barbecue by Mordenkainen. You gotta love those Mordenkainen titles there.
Oh, you gotta love it. But Cannibal Corpse, really?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, a lot of metalheads like them. I'm not a fan, but whatever.
I'll let it go.
You know, yeah, whatever. He's got so many great albums on here that I can let him get away with
that.
Yeah, he's got good taste for the most part. He screwed up with the Napalm Death Scum was on her twice though.
Yeah, then that's a cardinal sin. That's a cardinal rule break right there.
That is indeed. Moving on, number 40 is Kings of Metal by Manowar. Number 39, Overkill by Motorhead. Number 38, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good by Megadeth. Number 37, Horoscope by Overkill. Number 36, Dark Saga by Iced Earth. Number 35 is Van Halen's self-titled album. Number 34, Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue. Number 33, Dirt by Alice in Chains. Number 32, Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden. And number 31, Dope Throne by Electric Wizard. You know, you had me until the Electric Wizard album.
I was just going to say.
I can't stand them.
What? What? Really? Can't stand Electric Wizard, man.
You know who's a big fan of them is actually Andrew.
Andrew's a big... Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
You know, and it's funny because he doesn't do drugs or anything, you know, and that's what they're all about. Like, he doesn't smoke weed, and he's not into that whole scene, but he really likes Electric Wizard.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just he really likes doom metal and stoner doom and stuff like that.
They suck.
I know. But hey, Megadeth, Overkill, early Iced Earth, Van Halen, you know, there's good stuff in there.
Megadeth is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on here. Number 30 is Sign of the Hammer by Man of War. Number 29, The Great Southern Trendkill by Pantera. Number 28, Use Your Illusion Part 1 by Guns N' Roses. Number 27, Killers by Iron Maiden. Number 26, Stained Class. He butchered the spelling on that. That's Judas Priest. Number 25, Facelift by Alice in Chains. Number 24, Tomb of the Mutilated by Cannibal Corpse. Number 23, Iron Maiden's self-titled album. Number 22, Rust in Peace by Megadeth. And number 21, Painkiller by Judas Priest. Now, I got two comments here. One is that in certain cases, he seems to go for the lesser-known album.
Yeah, I've noticed that, too.
Like Great Southern Trendkill. You know, but I haven't seen anything like Vulgar Display of Power or Far Beyond Driven. Killers by Iron Maiden.
That really... I was just going to comment about that, too. I was like, huh, really?
That's an interesting one. It's not a bad album, but putting it above Somewhere in Time is a little strange.
That is...
Alice in Chains' Facelift above Dirt is strange, too.
That was weird. I thought that was really weird.
But the one complaint that I have, and this is my first major complaint other than the Cardinal Rule Break, is Rust in Peace is not number 22. What is wrong with you? That's a top 5 album.
I was just going to say top 5 or top 3 even.
Yeah, Rust in Peace is one of the greatest thrash metal albums ever written.
I would have put it as top 3, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, wow, that's yeah. Well, you're going to move on, though. Number 20, Among the Living by Anthrax. Number 19, British Steel by Judas Priest. Number 18, Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Number 17, Hell Awaits by Slayer. Number 16, Van Halen 2 by Van Halen, obviously. Number 15, Butchered at Birth by Cannibal Corpse. Number 14, Peace of Mind by Iron Maiden. Number 13, Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest. Number 12, Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Number 11, Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera. Okay, yeah, I mean, you know, we're in the top 20 now. We're seeing all the major albums. I wish Among the Living was a bit higher up, but...
We're seeing some Metallica final. I was wondering when we were going to start hearing from them. It's like...
Yeah, that's... Well, they're all clustered at the top from what I can tell, but, yeah... I mean, I got no major complaints there other than Cannibal Corpse sucks, but...
Pretty much. Same with you. Yeah.
Here's the top 10. Number 10, Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer. Number 9, Back in Black by AC/DC. Number 8, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Number 7, Power Slave by Iron Maiden. Number 6, Master of Puppets by Metallica. I kind of expected that to be number 1. Number 5, Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Number 4, Holy Diver by Dio. Number 3, Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. Number 2... Okay, how is Master Puppets number 2 and number 6?
Oh, no, he didn't do it twice, did he?
He did twice, yeah.
Ah.
He did twice. And number 1... Okay, I'm gonna use my veto here. It's number 2.
Okay.
Number 6, we're gonna say is And Justice for All.
Oh, there we go. Good. That was great, yeah.
And number 1, Rain in Blood by Slayer.
Fucking A, man.
You know, actually, not many people would put Slayer's Rain and Blood at number 1. Usually it's like number 3 or 4, but, you know, it created the extreme metal genre, and most of his list is death metal, black metal, and other forms of extreme metal, so I can see why Rain and Blood would be the number 1 pick for him.
Yeah, it basically was the innovation for it.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it was a thrash record, but it was so heavy and produced so well, at least for the time, that it led to death metal.
But
I gotta say, a few weird things I want to mention. Only one Dio album. It's kind of weird. The number 1 Iron Maiden. I mean, he Number the Beast and then Power Slaves. Interesting. No love for the newer stuff for Iron.
I was just gonna say, no love for the newer stuff out there, really.
I personally prefer the newer stuff. But then again, I lean towards the progressive end of it too, and he doesn't really have any prog on here.
No, he doesn't have any prog metal on there.
There's no Rush, there's no Dream Theater, but that's just obviously just not to his taste.
No, I mean that's art. That's a you and me type.
Actually, the only prog album he has on here, there's only one, was number 98, Hail of the Mountain King by Sabotage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sabotage was the closest he got to that, but I can't complain about the list. Overall, I mean, he made the Cardinal Rule Break twice. I got to deduct points for that, but I'm going to give this a very high rating because I was impressed. A 92 out of 100.
I'm actually going to say a 95 out of 100.
Okay. So, you know, kudos to Almighty Santa for 2 very interesting lists there.
Yeah, definitely kudos. Awesome.
We've gotten the album list before, but, you know, that was probably one of the better ones, and the dog list is just, you know, unusual and unique. We don't get that, you know?
I gotta tell you, this is starting off really well.
Well, let's see if we can find something terrible. Okay, I have an old list here that we never got to.
Okay.
Or actually, no, wait, I did get to it. Never mind. I just never took the star off of it. Okay, never mind that. Okay, we're moving on. Uber McPhail Sauce sent us the top 100 most overrated athletes of all time. These are the guys that you always hear about, and it's like, shut up already.
Now, how many of them on there have done steroids, I wonder?
I wonder. This is not written by him. This is by Ross Lipschultz over at swagger.com.
Very nervous.
Yeah. Although I'm not actually at swagger.com. It was reposted by bleachreport.com. That's this website that he sent me to. But okay, this is one of those. I'm going to go through this very quickly because it's a top 100 list, and we don't have all day.
Okay.
But I'm going to go through 10 at a time. The top 100 most overrated athletes of all time. Number 100, Quayne Brown. Number 99, Darren Erstad. Number 98, Vincent Jackson. Number 97, Stephen Marbury. Number 96, John Isner. Okay, how could a tennis player be overrated? They're all overrated. Number 95, Morgan Shepherd. Number 94, Pau Gasol. Number 93, Sergio Aguero. Number 92, Derek Jeter. And number 91, Rajon Rondo.
Well, I definitely agree with Derek Jeter. That's a given.
I kind of expected Derek Jeter to be like top 10, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's lower because he actually is a good player. He's just not as good as he once was, and really, really needs to retire. But moving on. Number 90, Reggie Bush. Number 89, Gail Monfils. Number 88, Mike Singletary. Number 87, Chris Bosch. Number 86, Francois Durr. That's her name.
Francois Durr.
Is it a rule that all tennis players have to have stupid names?
I think it is, because they usually do.
I mean, her last name is Durr. Number 85, Greg Nettles. Number 84, Mark Jackson. Number 83, Michael Waltrip. Number 82, AJ Burnett. And number 81, Yao Ming.
Yao Ming.
That giant. Wasn't he that really huge Korean guy that played for the Rockets?
I think he was, yeah.
Hey, I forgot to ask. Is there any prediction as to who the number 1 most overrated athlete of all time is? I have two guesses. One is, I haven't seen any boxers on this list, but I would like to see Mike Tyson as being the number 1 pick.
I was going to say either Mike Tyson or what's his name there from football?
Are you going to say T.O. as well? Because that was my other guess.
Yeah, Thibaut, yeah.
Terrell Owens. Oh, you were saying Tebow. Okay, no.
Yeah,
I think
Tebow.
Terrell Owens. I can't stand that guy. All right. Number 80, Doug Flutie. I just love that name, Flutie.
Flutie.
Flutie. Number 79, Jose Canseco. Steroids.
Steroids.
Number 78, Jonathan Papelbon. Number 77 is Mike Tyson, so we were wrong on that one. Number 76 is Amare Stoudemire. Number 75, George Brett. Number 74, Dwight Howard. Number 73, Kyle Petty, who, by the way, looks like Steven Spielberg. I just want to point that out. Number 72, Wayne Rooney. And number 71, how am I going to say this? A fucking soccer player, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Sounds like your mouth just got hurt.
It was slightly painful to say that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move on here. Number 70, okay, I was really bad at picking the number one because number 70 is Terrell Owens.
Oh, wow. Number
69 is Ozzie Gwilyn. Number 68 is Michelle Y. Oh, all I got to say is that she's kind of cute, but... number 67 is Robin Ho, another soccer guy, I guess. Number 66, Randy Couture. Number 65, Alfonso Soriano. Number 64, Vince Carter. Number 63, Carlos Boozer. Number 62, Phil Mickelson. And number 61, Marty Fish.
Okay.
Once again, about Marty Fish, I mean, all tennis players have retarded names, I guess.
Marty Fish.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
I mean, wow. Okay, moving on. Number 60 is Emmanuel Abidair. Number 59 is Marquez Colston. Number 58 is Fred Couples. Number 57 is Steffi Graf. Number 56, Ozzie Smith. Really, they think Ozzie Smith is overrated.
Ozzie Smith? No.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to move on. Number 55, here's another one of your picks. Tim Tebow is number 55.
Oh, wow, Tim Tebow, okay.
Number 54, Apollo Anton Ono. That's right, his last name is Ono. Number 53, Paul Coffey. Number 52, Josie Altidore. And number 51, Chris Webber. I'm going to change my pick. I think it's going to be Tiger Woods.
Oh, Tiger Woods. Okay, yeah.
Because he had that huge decline,
Now he just sucks ass.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Number 50, David Nalbandian. That's another friggin' tennis player with a stupid name. Number 49, Curtis Joseph. Number 48, Trevor Linden. Number 47, Tracy McGrady. Number 46, Monta Ellis. Number 54, Alex Rodriguez. I thought he would be top 10. Number 44, Albert Hainsworth. Number 43, Brett Favre. Number 42, Pete Maravich. And number 41, Philip Rivers. Have you noticed the majority of these have been active in the last 10 years?
I was just going to say, I would say within the last 10, some of them a little bit earlier, but,
Yeah, a lot of them are newer athletes. Number 40, David Ragan. Number 39, Jeremy Shockey. Number 38, Carolyn Wozniacki. Thank you, Ennis. Number 37, Lyoto Machida. Number 36, O.J. Simpson. I don't think he's overrated. I just think he killed his wife.
Yeah, there you go.
He was an amazing athlete, though. Number 35, Keyshawn Johnson. Number 34, Elliott Sadler. Number 33, number 33 is Rocky Marciano.
Okay, no, we're going to have some issues now with this list.
He was undefeated.
He was that freaking good. No.
Yeah.
No.
He was undefeated. They're saying, oh, well, he only fought like guys older than him. You know what? Fuck you. Number 30. That's ridiculous. I'm going to move on here. Number 32, Ernest Gulbis, another tennis player with a dumb name. Number 31, Jim Rice. Number 30, Eric Lindros. Number 29, Sergio Busquets. Number 28 is Terry Bradshaw, actually. That's a surprise. See there. Yeah. Number 27, Ronaldinho. Soccer players only having one name. Number 26, Mike Alstott. Number 25, Antoine Walker. Number 24, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Number 23, Brian... Okay, oh, I gotta back up there for a second. I'm sorry. Driving a car is not an athletic sport.
Well, I mean, Cartman did prove that, in that.
I'm sorry, but that's not an athletic sport. I just want to... All right, moving on. Number 23, Brian McCabe. Number 22, Carmelo Anthony. And number 21, really, Nolan Ryan is number 21.
Okay, I have some issues now, John.
Yeah.
I got some issues now. Rocky Marciano,
Nope.
Carter.
Bizarre choices. All right, we're in the top 20 now. Number 20, Andy Murray. Number 19, Grant Furr. Number 18, Pete Rose. If anything, he's underrated.
Well, I know there was a whole thing with.
Yeah, because he was gambling. But the thing is,
Yeah.
because he was gambling and he was banned for life from the Hall of Fame and everything, people think he was shit.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
was definitely not shit.
No, he was a really good player. So
Yeah, so that's bizarre. Number 17, Deion Sanders, another one that shouldn't be on this list at all.
I thought he was a really great athlete back in the day. Oh.
Based on what they're written here, they're just bitching that he's greedy, and it's like, okay, so what? What does that have to do with his performance?
Wow.
Number 16, James Worthy. Number 15, Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley?
Shane Mosley. That's okay. This is getting bizarre the further along it gets. Number 14, David Beckham. Yeah, he's kind of overrated. Plays soccer. I mean, come on. They should just put 100 soccer players on this list and be done with it. Number 13, Pavel Bure. Number 12 is Dominique Wilkins, rather. Number 11 is Johnny Damon. Is it me, or is this list in reverse order?
And Dominique Wilkins is on that list? Really? Dominique Wilkins?
I mean, it's yeah. You know what it is that they're saying, oh yeah, he scores a lot, but he sucks at defense, and I'm like, so? He's good at one thing.
Yeah.
He puts the fucking ball in the basket. Right, here's the top 10. Number 10, George Meekin. That's really, they put the Great White Hope on here. Number 9, Danica Patrick. Okay, let's face it, she's overrated in her looks, that's for sure. She's not as hot as she thinks she is. But once again, I got to say that driving a car is not an athletic sport. Number 8 is Oscar De La Hoya. I do agree with that. He is overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 is Dion Phaneuf. I don't follow hockey, so I don't care.
Same here.
Number 6, Lynn Swan. Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Okay, I'm moving on. That doesn't make any sense there. Number 5, Tony Perez. Okay. Number 4, Phil Rizzuto.
No way.
He's a local boy. He actually lived very close to me. Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of the local restaurants is one of his favorite spots, and he'll actually be there every once in a while, from what I understand.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Number 3, Tony Romo. Number 2, Jack Dempsey. And number 1, oh, really? Really?
Uh-oh.
I am disappointed. Joe Namath is their number 1 pick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You first before me, because, yeah.
Bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I call shenanigans on this.
How is Tiger Woods not on this list?
Yeah, where's Tiger Woods on that list?
All right, well, I'm just gonna go and give it like a 32 out of 100.
I'm gonna give it 25.
25, yeah, that was a bullshit list. Not your fault, Uber McFelsauce. All you did was send it in, but that was a sucky ass list.
You don't put Rocky Marciano.
That's the one that really bugs me the most out of all of them.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, well, how about another heavy metal related list?
Yes.
This is from Sponge the Kid, and he has sent this in. This is on ratethemusic.com, a list by The Real Thing, the top 10 worst things to happen to the metal scene.
I can name a few off the top of my head, but go ahead.
Okay, just looking at this list, I hate it already, actually. Because first of all, these aren't events here. These are just 10 bands.
Oh, I thought they were going to list like events or something like that.
Yeah. But these aren't events. These are just bands that this person who wrote this list doesn't like.
That's not what I was thinking of. Well, all right.
I'm just gonna, you know what? Because we could spend a long time bitching about this, but I'm just gonna read it really fast, and then we'll have all our bitching at once.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that because this is ridiculous. Going down from number 10 to number 1, Tool, Atreyu, In Flames, Avenged Sevenfold, Dream Theater, Disturbed, Life of Agony, System of a Down, Him, and Metallica.
Fuck that guy in the fucking asshole.
This person needs to step back and literally fuck their own face.
Yeah. What the flying hell is this dude's problem?
He's probably a teenager that wants to sound edgy by bitching about really popular bands. Like, all right, I'll actually agree on System of a Down.
Well, I agree with that one too, but I don't agree with like Disturbed.
I don't agree with any of these others. I don't like Him. I don't like Tool, but they're not anywhere near the worst things to happen to the metal scene.
No, not at all. And Dream Theater on there? Are you serious?
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I call a 1. It's 1 for me, automatic.
That's a 1 out of 10. There's no way that can get anything more than that. And I mean, like, I like In Flames. I like Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, so do I. Yeah.
I like Metallica, obviously. I mean, what a douche. I'm not even. He has his little comments on each one too. Whoever this guy is, but I'm not gonna read him because it's just infuriating.
Fuck him.
Yeah, in the ass. Balloon knot.
Moving on from that asshole.
Yeah. Okay, well, here's one from our fans. Cobra DVS. I actually got to get to the list here. Hold on a second. I'm on the wrong page. Cobra DVS sent me his top 10 video game compilations. Keep in mind these are only games that he owns. There are others that he doesn't have, of course.
Compilations as in like anthology type things, or compilations as in like series type things? What are we talking about?
He means where you buy one disc and it has a whole bunch of games on it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right.
So number 10, Namco Museum for GameCube, Xbox, and PS2.
Was that the one that had the old Atari stuff on there too?
Well, it was basically, but it was the arcade versions of everything. As a matter of fact, I'll bring up the list of what was on it. Actually, he's being very non-specific because there was different volumes of Namco Museum.
I was just going to say, and for different versions for different systems too, right?
Yeah, but based on the fact that he said PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube, I'm going to assume that it is basically what would have been like Volume 7 had they not stopped numbering them.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that would be Pac-Man Arrangement, Galaga Arrangement, Dig Dug Arrangement, Pac Attack, Pac-Mania, and Pole Position 2. I could be wrong. He could mean Namco Museum 50th Anniversary, but he didn't say that.
Okay.
He said just Namco Museum. So like I said, with these lists, you got to try and be a little specific because sometimes there's very similar titles. Number 9 is the Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which was Xbox and PlayStation 2.
That was a really good one from what I remember, if I remember correctly.
Well, I had the GameCube one, and then later on the PlayStation 2 one came out, which had more games, and it was kind of like annoying because well, I'm not going to buy it again, asshole. So I mean that was just that kind of blew, and that also had some non-Sonic games on there too.
That's true. Yeah.
It was an interesting one. Number 8 is Midway Arcade Treasures for GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation 2. Once again, there were 3 volumes of that.
I was just going to say, there's 3 volumes, and one of them really sucked, if I remember correctly.
Well, I think you're talking about Volume 2 that was literally only racing games.
Yes, that was the one. Oh, I couldn't stand that shit, man.
Yeah. I'm assuming that he means Midway Arcade Treasures Volume 1. Because it didn't put a number on it. That would be 720, Blaster, Bubbles, Defender 1 and 2, Gauntlet, Joust 1 and 2, Clax, Marble Madness, Paperboy, Rampage, Rampart, Road Blasters, Robotron 2084, Root Beer Tapper, Satan's Hollow, Sinistar, Smash TV, Splat, Spy Hunter, Super Sprint, Tubin, and Vindicators.
Classics. Yeah.
So that's a good one. That's a good one. Hold on one second. Serpent's talking to me. Just let him know I'm the list critics.
Tell us to be careful about the upside down donuts. You know, be careful.
He's not gonna know what the hell you're talking about. I'm not gonna do that. That's he's not gonna know what the hell you're talking about. Anyway, back to it. Number 7, the Ninja Gaiden trilogy for Super NES.
Okay, yeah.
Personally, I prefer just own them separately on the NES. I didn't like the way they tried to upgrade the graphics, and it just wound up making it look uglier.
I noticed that the sprites, especially, were
they didn't
look distorted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it didn't look right to me. Number 6, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And of course, that pretty much is like if you were into the Sega Genesis and you needed just one collection with all the classic games, that was the thing to have.
Yeah, I think that had pretty much like every major game from Genesis on there, didn't it, pretty much?
I'm just going to list them off here. Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Beyond Oasis, Bonanza Brothers, Columns, Comic Zone, Decap Attack, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Dynamite Heady, Echo the Dolphin, 1 and 2, E-SWAT, Fatal Labyrinth, Flicky, Gain Ground, Golden Axe, 1, 2, and 3, Kid Chameleon, Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4, Ristar, Shining Force 1 and 2, Shining in the Darkness, Shinobi 3, Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic 3D, Sonic Spinball, Sonic & Knuckles, all 3 Streets of Rage games, Super Thunderblade, and Vector Man 1 and 2, and you could unlock a few Master System and arcade games as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much the collection for...
It's the for Sega, yeah, that's the Sega collection. That is a great one. Number 5, Mega Man: The Wily Wars for Mega Drive Genesis. He must be from Europe because we didn't get that one.
I was just say I never heard of that one. So
it's Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 with 16-bit graphics on the Genesis. I didn't think it was that great. I say kind of like the Ninja Gaiden trilogy. I'll say just get the original NES versions. If you're going to put I mean, obviously he can only put on here what he has, but any Mega Man collection, I would put the Anniversary Collection on the GameCube and Xbox and PS2.
What was that? What's that collection called again? There, because I want to check that later on.
The one that he said?
Yeah, the one for Europe there.
Mega Man: The Wily Wars. It was only released in PAL. Yeah, it's Genesis. I'll send you the ROM if you want it. Number 4 is, he put this as the Legend of Zelda promotional disc. I think what he means is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for GameCube, which is the one with Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yeah.
That's a cool one. It wasn't commercially sold, though, which made it kind of a pain in the ass to get.
No, you had to really, look around for that one.
Yeah, you had to hope that someone traded it in to GameStop, and, that's
Yeah.
how I got it anyway. Number 3, Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World for Super NES. That was kind of a rarer one that you would get the one that had Super Mario World on it, but...
That's actually the one that I had on there,
Yeah.
so yeah.
It's a find. It's a find. I mean, it's 5 games. I mean, and they're all Mario games. Number 2, Doom Collector's Edition for PC. Once again, I think...
3, right?
No, I think that's the Doom trilogy, which is actually Doom, Doom 2, and Final Doom.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have that, but it's called Doom Trilogy. That might be the European name that he's using.
Okay, I got you.
And finally, number 1, Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Wii.
No.
No, I think that's a good choice, actually, because, you played Corruption, right?
Yes.
Corruption was awesome. And
Corruption was awesome.
Part of what made it awesome, and personally my favorite of the trilogy, was the control scheme. And
the control scheme is fantastic.
getting to play the first 2 using that control scheme is fantastic. And to get all 3 of them, including Corruption, which was still a new game for $50, it was a steal. It's just a bitch to find it.
Oh, that was true enough.
It's like if you want Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Wii, good luck finding it, but it's definitely a steal. And keep in mind, like I said, this is only what he has. Out of 10, I'm going to give this a 9. I think it's a good list.
I'm going to give it a 9 as well. I mean, I wouldn't put the Metroid Prime trilogy at first, but I would probably put it maybe at 3rd or 4th or something like that.
Okay. Well, would you put it number 1 out of those 10?
Honestly, at number one, I would probably put.
Out of these 10, I would put the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis
I
collection.
was just gonna say, I think I'd probably put the Sonic Ultimate collection on there. Yeah.
It's certainly. I mean, that's like 50 games, you know.
It's 50, and they're all pretty much the best that the Genesis had to offer at that point.
Yeah, there's very few stinkers in there, and like I said, there were additional games to be unlocked aside from the ones that I mentioned that were arcade games or Sega Master System games. Like you notice it had Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4. The original Phantasy Star is on there.
Yeah, you said unlock
it. So yeah. Okay, so our friend Shodate returns. And his he says. This is his header. It says, 3 more lists, 1 big, 1 medium, 1 small. And he says, yes, I do tend to categorize everything I do. So, what do you want to hear first? The big list, the medium list, or the small list?
Let's do the big list first, actually. So.
Well, that would be the top 100 PlayStation games.
Oh, I'm down with that, actually. Yeah, let's
Top 100 PlayStation 1, of course. So this is interesting because we hadn't heard much from him for PlayStation. It had been like NES and Super NES.
Super NES, yeah.
Okay, so number 100. I'm just going to run through this 10 at a time. Number 100, Akawaga Jiro Majotachi no Nemori Fukutsusai, whatever the hell that is. Number 99, Angelique Teku no Requiem. Number 98, Azumanga Danjara Dayu. Number 97, Biohazard. We know that one as Resident Evil. Number 96, Hakuzen Melody Daemon Gold. Number 95 is Chokusoku Grandal. Number 94, Densha Digo Nagoya Railroad. Number 93 is Doom. Wow, that's simple after all that. Number 92, Final Fantasy VII International. And number 91 from TV animation, One Piece Grand Battle.
I have a feeling your mouth may be tired after this list.
It already is. Yeah. Moving on. Number 90, Hankaku Shoji Shinan. Number 89, Hyper Olympic in Nagano. Number 88, wow. I really have to say all that. Kochiro Katsushikaku Kameri Koenzen Hashutsu High-Tech Building Shinko Soshi Sakusen no Kan.
That's the longest title I've ever heard.
That is some bullshit, man. Did they fit all that on a jewel case?
Holy shit, man.
I mean, hell, damn, what the hell? Apparently, I just looked it up because I had to know what the hell it is. It's a strategy game that we never got.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even have a translation here. I'm going to move on, because wow. Number 87, Lord of Fist, which sounds like a Judas Priest album. Number 86, Meitene Konen Trick Trick Volume 1. Number 85, Mist. Number 84, Nichibutsu Mahjong Joshiku Meijinsen. Number 83, Ongaku Sukuru 3. Number 82, Pachinko Dream. And number 81, Rockman Aratanaru Yebo.
It so starts degradation of your mouth.
How many video games does this guy have?
Oh, he must have a whole library of them. I'd love to see that.
By the way, that last one is Mega Man 4.
Of course.
I don't know why he couldn't just put Rockman 4. I would have made it easier. I love how there's all these Japanese names, and then it's like Doom.
Doom.
And then Japanese names, Mist. It's kind of funny to me. Hey. Okay, so moving on. Rockman. Number 80 is Simple 1500 Jitsoyu Series Volume 2 Kate no Fusi. And
it's funny to me.
Yeah, it does sound funny. And then number 79 is Simple 1500 Series Volume 101, The Sentu. I don't know. Number 78 is Soku Kidotai LAPD. All that and then Los Angeles Police Department. I don't know what I gotta find out. What is that? Is that something that we would know? I'm looking that up now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we know that as Future Cop.
Oh.
Yeah, Future Cop. Okay, I figured that LAPD. Number 76 is Sound Novel Sukuru 2. Number 75 is Suikoden Tendu 101 Sei. Why is that funny? It just is.
I don't know why, but it is.
That's the Suikoden game we didn't get, the strategy one.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Number 74, Teitoku no Katsudon 3. Number 73, Tokimeki Memorial Private Collection. Number 72, Ultraman Zearth. And number 71, World Soccer Jiki Winning 11-3 World Cup France 98.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to move on unless you have any comments there.
No, go ahead.
I think so. Number 70, Zork 1, The Great Underground Empire. Number 69, Densha Daisuke Plarail del Ipai, I think. Number 68, Akumajo Dracula, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The 67 is Chisana Kyojin Microman. Number 66, Hikari no Shima 7 Lithographs in Shining Island. Okay. Number 65 is Rockman Dr. Wily no Natsu. So that's Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 2.
Yeah. 64, Simple 1500 Series Volume 52, The Pro Wrestling 2. Number 63 is Yakitori Museum Sugo Ude Hanjuki. Number 62 is Ayumi Kumi, which sounds like a yogurt or something. Number 61, Ark the Lad Monster Game with Casino Game. Oh, that was, yeah, I was stopped there. Any comments there?
Ark the Lad, hey, you know.
I don't know, Ark the Lad and Mega Man 2. Oh, and Zork and Castlevania. It's getting a little better. We're recognizing more of them.
This is true.
Yeah. Moving on. Number 60 is Hisatsu Pachinko Station Now, as opposed to later. Number 59, Mizutani Junko Believer Dreamer. Number 59, Morita Kazu no Shoji Dojo. Number 57, Poppin' Music Animation Melody. Number 56, Ramachan no Utu Surogoku Keo Yugi Kitai Gaiden. That's what I say to that. I had to swallow weird to be able to say that. Number 55, Simple 1500 Jitsu Series Volume 2 Kate no Fusui. And number 54, Simple 1500 Series Volume 80 The Jintori Volifade 1500. Number 53, Click Manga Dynamite Robot Tyson 2 Kyofu Akuma Zoku Fukatsu. Bloody fucking hell. Number 52, I don't know, some Goemon game. I'm not saying all that. Number 51, Mahu Shuju Pretty Sammy Part 2 in the Judy Helm.
Why is that funny?
That is possibly the strangest title yet. I'm going to say that again just to say it again. Mahu Shuju Pretty Sammy Part 2 in the Judy Helm.
Why am I laughing so hard about this?
What the hell kind of game is that?
The first fucking clue, man.
Like, I know some of that, but I mean, like, what? I know Mahu Shuju means magical girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
but what the hell is the Judy Helm? Why is she in it? I just looked it up. It's some visual novel. Like it's
probably like an erotic novel or something.
No, actually, it's a detective thing, from what I can tell. Like I guess
is it?
She's a detective. I don't know. It's very strange. All right, moving on. Number 50, Simple 1500 Series Volume 59, The Suri IT Tante 18 no Jikembo. Boy, the titles got ridiculous on PlayStation. Number 49, Tokimeki Memorial Drama Series Volume 3, Tabadachi no Uta. Number 48, Yarudora Series Volume 3, Sampaguida. Number 47, Yusha Ugao Gai Gar Blockaded Numbers. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to look that up, actually, because it's so weird. Blockaded Numbers. What the hell are you talking about? It's some fighting game with robots. Moving on. Number 46, 99 Kosihane. Number 45, Mina no Golf. I think that's Hot Shots Golf. Number 44, Ganbar Nippon Olympic 2000. Number 43, Aresha de Ikuzi Metaze Teriku Udon. Number 42 is Bokuju Monogatari Harvest Moon for Girl. They're very specific on there in Japan, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Number 41, Daikukai Jidai 4 Porto Estado. Why do I feel like I know that one?
That actually sounds a little familiar to me.
Yeah, the Porto Estado part sounds familiar. What is that? It's an RPG. It's got to be.
It really sounds like it.
It's a strategy game on uncharted waters for Age of Discovery.
Huh.
This, yeah. I knew I'd heard of it before. Okay, moving on. Blippity bloppity bloopity. Number 40 is... Oh, well, that was that, yeah. All right. Well, do you have any comments about those? It seems a lot of these are compilations, re-releases.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of re-releases on there, so, yeah.
Okay, number 40, Dekiru Game Center. Number 89, Xenogears Wang Fei Feng Edition. And he says, I never had the original version. I didn't know there was more than one version.
I was just going to ask, what is that?
The hell is the Wang Fei Feng Edition? Is it the good one?
Did they actually finish disc 2 on that one?
I'm looking it up now.
I'm curious, because I am a huge Xenogears fan.
Amazon has it if you want to buy it in Japanese. It doesn't say what's so different about it. So I don't know.
It's so weird.
All right, I'm moving on. Number 38 is Kurumi Miracle. Number 37, Nobunaga. It's Nobunaga's Ambition. Number 36, I'm not even going to say it in Japanese, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2. Number 35, Simple 1500 Series Volume 85, the Sengoku Boshu Tenka Totsi no Yabu. Number 34, Super Robot Taisen F Kanketsuen. 30. I mean, bloody hell. Number 33, Wizardry Empire Ikoshi no Ujo. Number 32, Sotsugyu R Graduation Reel. Boy, that is none of that fits together. Number 31, Saraba Uchu Senkan Yamoto Ai no Senshitachi. I feel like I know that one.
Yeah.
I'm looking that one up now. Let's see. This is... Wow, okay. Apparently it's based on some movie.
What movie?
I'm trying to figure that out, but it's not giving me a translation. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I found out what the Fei Fong Wong version for Xenogears was that you talked about earlier.
Yeah.
All it is it's the original game Xenogears with a package of with figurines in it. That's really all it is.
Oh, so he basically has the original version. It just had some action figures with it.
Yeah, it's a re-release. It's part of the Square Millennium Collection series.
Okay, that works for me. Whatever. It's still a sucky game. Number 30 is any opportunity to complain about Xenogears. Number 30 is Biohazard Last Escape. That's Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Number 29, Wizardry Gaidea no Hoshu. Number 28, Tron Nikobun Rockman Dash series. That's Misadventures of Trombone. Number 27, Clock Tower, The First Fear. Number 26, Sacho Iyuden, The Eagle Shooting Heroes. Why are they shooting eagles? Number 25, Simple 1500 Series Volume 90, The Sensha. Number 24, Kokaku Kidutai Ghost in the Shell. Number 23, Chocobo no Fushigi Dungeon 2. It's Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon. Number 22, Dragon Quest Characters Tornico no Dub... Oh, I'm not going to say all that. It's Tulun the Last Hope. Number 21 is Grandia.
Oh, yes.
All right, we're getting to the nitty-gritty here. The top 20. Here's number 20. Number 20, Dragon Quest IV Michi Bika... Chapters of the Chosen. Number 19, Tales of Fandom Volume 1. Number 18, Super Robot Tyson EX. Number 17, Megami Ibn Roku Persona Be Your True Mind. So in other words, Persona. Number 16, RPG Tsukuru 4. I think that's RPG Maker.
Yeah, it's RPG Maker 4. Yeah.
Yeah, number 15, Senkai Taisen TV animation Senkaiden Fukami Enjiori. I don't know, it sounds like a plate of spaghetti to me. 14 is Shin Megami Tensei Devil Children. 13 is Ryuki Densyo Dragoon. Number 12 is Persona 2 Batsu, Persona 2 Sume. He says both games have to be rated the same since they are the same story. I do agree with that. And number 11 is Front Mission 3.
Well, I have to say, I'm actually pleasantly surprised to hear RPG Maker 4, actually, believe it or not, because not only was that not released over here, but it's actually the best RPG Maker between the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation versions. It's the best one out there.
There you go.
So I'm actually kind of surprised to actually hear that. I've actually played with it a little bit. It's really good. So, yeah.
Are you ready for the top 10?
I am ready. I want to hear some Final Fantasy, so yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. You're going to hear that right away. Number 10 is Final Fantasy Tactics.
Sweet.
Number 9 is Kyudo Senshi Gundam Gira no Yabo Zeon no Kifu. All right, it goes on and on and on and on. I don't know what the hell it is. Number 8, Osaka Nawina Matenrao. Number 7, Sangoku Shi 4. Number 6, Sakamoto Ryuma Ishin Kai Kuni. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Number 5 is Final Fantasy 5. Number 4 is King's Field 3. Number 3 is Momotaro Matsuri Ishikawa Rokuman no Maki.
Right. Of course, absolutely.
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, what the hell in the hells of hell is that?
What in Zeon's name is that thing?
I just looked it up. It looks like some kind of like Parappa the Rapper RPG. That's what it looks like.
Oh, you got to show me this now. I'm curious.
Well, I already closed it, but I'm going to move on. Number 2 is Suikoden 2. He put it in Japanese, but it's Suikoden 2. And number 1, his number 1 favorite PlayStation game, Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, Final Fantasy IX. Fuck yeah.
Okay, I got to point out that there are 2 games that are glaringly missing from this that I expected to see here. One is Final Fantasy VII. I mean, that's an obvious one. Where the hell is that? And the other one is Dragon Quest VII.
I was just going to say that. Dragon Quest VII.
As a matter of fact, I'm just double-checking that I didn't somehow miss it. But no, he's got the Tulun game. He's got 4.
Why not 7?
But not 7. Warriors of Eden, come on.
Apparently 7 didn't make his all-time list.
Oh, but fucking, you know, what was that? You know what? I don't even want to say it, but Kochira Katsu Shikaru Kamere Koizin Hatsu Shujo High-Tech Building Shinko Soshi Sakuza no Kan made it? What is that?
I don't know.
I'm actually going to look that up because that's like the longest fucking title ever. It's another fucking visual novel.
You know, these visual novels are the longest freaking titles I've ever heard. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's a strategy game that just happens to look like a visual novel.
Oh.
It's a specific branch of strategy games that delves into breeding and construction. The Japanese people are fucked up. Out of 100, I'm going to give this a 70.
I'm going to go with a 71 because they put Xenogears on there.
Well, I was going to go with 69, but I didn't want us to giggle for like 10 hours. All right. He's got 2 more lists. You want to hear the little one or the medium one?
Let's go with medium.
Medium. Okay, we're working our way down. This is his top 50 first or second party Nintendo games.
Top 50 first party Nintendo. Okay.
Yeah. So basically anything that's on a Nintendo system that was made either by Nintendo or one of their second party developers.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Top 50 list, I'm going to go 10 at a time. Number 50, Space Demon. Number 49, Duck Hunt. Number 49, Donkey Kong. Number 47, Family Basic. Number 46, oh god. It's got a really long title, but I happen to know that it basically translates to the Brain Age game. Number 45 is Zelda no Densetsu Fushigi no Bushi. Trying to figure out which one that is. Fushigi no Bushi. I almost want to think that's Wind Waker, but I'm not sure.
I was just going to say that, but...
No, it's not. That's Minish Cap.
Oh, Minish Cap, okay.
That's Minish Cap. Okay. Number 44, F-Zero Falcon Densetsu. Number 43, Densetsu no Starfy. We didn't get that one. We got like the sequel. We got like part 4. Mm-hmm. Number 42, BS Super Mario Collection Dai Tu Shu. Mario All-Stars, basically. I mean, that's got the satellite thing, but that's basically Mario All-Stars. Number 41, BS Panel de Pon Event 98. Kirby's Avalanche, in other words. What do you think of those 10 so far?
Sounding pretty good. I mean, for the most part.
Family Basic's a bit weird.
And the Brain Age one, I'm a little, but,
I'll try and say the whole title. Yeah, it's Kanshu Nippon Joshi Kiryoku Kentai Kyokai Imasaru Hitu Niwa Kikanai Otono no Joshi Kyoku Training DS.
Holy fuck shit.
Yeah. I'm going to move on. Number 40, Pro Wrestling Famicom Wrestling Association. Number 39, Computer Othello. Number 38, Space Fever High Splitter. Number 37, Popeye. Number 36, Baseball. Number 35, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Number 34, Night Move. Number 33, Super Mario Kart. Number 32, Wario no Mori. And number 31, Virtual Boy Wario Land Awazon no Hihu.
Popeye?
That's the one you're stuck on, huh? Popeye.
Popeye?
And by the way, Wario no Hori is Wario's Woods.
Okay.
Which is an excellent puzzle game.
Popeye.
You're stuck on Popeye, not the baseball game.
The baseball game is like whatever, but Popeye?
It's like the worst baseball game ever made.
I can't help it. Popeye, just no.
All right, we're going to move on then. You're stuck on Popeye here. Number 29, I'm sorry, number 30 is Super Mario Brothers. Number 29, BS Chrono Trigger Jet Bike Special. That was not a second-party or first-party game. That was Squaresoft.
Oh, that was Squaresoft, right?
I'm actually thinking, though, the Jet Bike Special was basically just the racing portion of Chrono Trigger released for the Saddle of You. And I'm thinking, did Nintendo maybe publish it, and that's why he's confused?
Maybe they did.
I'm looking into this now to see if there's some recourse here. The title screen just says Squaresoft on it. I don't see Nintendo logo anywhere on there, so I'm gonna move on and assume that's a BS move there, literally. Number 28, Super Mario Yoshi Island. We know that is Super Mario World 2. Number 27, Mother 2. We know it is Earthbound, and it sucks. Just want to put that out there. Number 26, Mogura Nya. Whatever the hell that is.
What the hell is that?
Oh, it's Mole Mania.
Oh, okay.
Number 25 is BS Zelda no Densetsu Inishi no Sekiban, which is basically the original Zelda, just with prettier graphics. No, I'm sorry. No, that one's really hard to find. That's the Sekiban is Triforce of the Gods. That's what it is.
Which one was that again?
Link to the Past.
That's
the fucked up version where you don't play as Link. You're like some kid in a baseball cap.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Number 24 is Blast Dozer. I think we got that under that's Blast Core. Yeah, I thought so. Blast Core. Number 23, Itoi Shigesato no Based Suri number 1, whatever the hell that is. Number 22, Pokemon Card Game Boy. Number 21, Kuru no Kira Kira Kids. We didn't get that one, but that was a cool game. It's basically, do you remember Star Stacker on the Game Boy?
Yes.
That was basically the Super Famicom version.
Oh, really? Oh, I should check that out then. Damn. All right.
It translates to Kirby Sparkling Kids, and I don't know why they would call it that, but it's just a really fun puzzle game.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, we're in the top 20. Number 20, Koro Koro Kirby. You know what's interesting? Okay, that's Tilt and Tumble, by the way, but Kirby was originally going to be called something like Piru Piru or something. It was Popopo.
Popopo.
Imagine if it was Koro Koro Popopo. It just sounds funny. Number 19 is Uga no Tayu Hira Kareshi Fuin. Whatever the hell that is. I just looked it up. That's Golden Sun.
Oh, Golden Sun, okay.
Yeah, that's Golden Sun. I just looked it up. Bloody hell. No, it's Fuin.
Fuin.
Fuin. It's Fuuin. Number 18, Super Mario Fushugi no Koro Koro Party. I guess that's probably Mario Party.
I was going to say Mario Party?
Looking it up now, it's not Mario Party. I'm trying to look it up to see what it translates to. Okay, this is, it's an arcade version of Mario Party. And we didn't get that. So there you go. Number 17 is that brain training game, and I'm not saying that again. That's like 3 paragraphs. Number 16, Famicom Mukushai Banshai Shin Onigashima, whatever the hell that is. Number 15, Kenku Oen Recipe 1000 DS Kondate Senshu. Okay, why is the word recipe in there? If this is like... I'm looking it up now. Watch, it's going to be like Cooking Mama or something. I'm looking it up. Okay, I'm not going to visit your sponsor. Okay, apparently we didn't get it. It is a cooking game, but like based on the cover art, you're cooking things like ramen noodles and rice, so...
Ramen noodles and rice?
That's all sushi and stuff like that. So there you go. Number 14 is Spartan X. Number 13 is Famicom Okashe Banshai Yuki. Number 12 is Aigu di Tabisuro Little Charo. Now, I feel like I should know what that is.
That sounds very...
Aigu di Tabisaro sounds familiar, so I'm looking it up now. And that... Okay. It's some fucking game with dogs talking to each other.
What?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Never mind that. It's some dog game. All right. Number 11 is Minano Rhythm Tengoku. I think we know that as Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah.
Tengoku is heaven anyway. All right. Here's the top 10. Number 10, Famicom Wars. We never got that one. Number 9, Fire Emblem Ankuryu Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Darkness. Number 8 is Ganbaro Watashi no Kake Diary. Number 7, Fire Emblem Thracia 776. Number 6, Famicom Teite Club. Number 2, Ushiro no Tatsu Shoujo. Number 5 is Kyojin no Doshin. I think that's Doshin the Giant. Number 4 is Hirari Sakura Samurai. Number 3, Metroid. Number 2, Fire Emblem Seisen no Kifu. I want to say that's Genealogy of Holy War, but I'm looking it up now. Yeah, Genealogy of Holy War. And finally, the number 1 pick, drumroll please, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
That,
hell yeah.
Not a Nintendo first or second party developer. It was published by Nintendo though, so I'll let them slide on that one.
Yeah, it was developed by who? What was it developed by?
Monolith Soft.
Monolith Soft. Gotta love it.
Unless they've become a second party developer.
Have they become a second party developer?
I'm kind of looking into that now because their next game is Wii U. And they were doing a lot of Nintendo stuff like like Baten Kaitos and stuff. So I don't know. I'm looking into this now. I mean, they haven't created anything for a Sony console since the PlayStation 2.
Oh, wow.
So actually, they might actually be considered a second-party developer now. Because everything they do now is DS, 3DS, Wii U, cell phones.
Yeah, I guess maybe they are a second-party developer now. Wow.
Yeah, because they haven't, like I said, they did PlayStation, they did Xenosaga, you know?
Yeah, they did the episodes 1 through 3, and then they stopped after that, I believe, on the Sony.
And that was the only non-Nintendo stuff they ever did.
Wow.
I thought there would be more than that, but no. Because everything on here is GameCube, DS, 3DS, Wii U, you know?
Yeah, they really do sound like a second-party developer. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, okay, there you go.
Wow.
All right, so by the way, that mysterious game that they're working on, the official title as of right now is X.
You and I both know what it is.
It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yep.
It's got to be. I mean, you see Shulk at the end of it.
Absolutely.
But right now they're just calling it X. So there you go. All right, out of 50, I don't know. I didn't like this one as much. I'm gonna give this a 22.
Oh wow! Figure in my head, I was gonna say 21. Okay.
We're off by one again. What's wrong with this? By the way, breaking news. We've been doing list critics the whole time, but you know that cop that was on the run?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he's barricaded in a building that's on fire.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I just saw that on Fox News' Facebook thing.
Oh, shit.
He's in a cabin, and it's on fire.
You're going to have a bad time.
If your pizza was proof. Apparently, all his ammunition is exploding, too, because of the fire.
If your ammunition's on fire, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to live through that.
No, there's no way.
No, unless he already got out the back or some nonsense like that. I just closed the damn window, and I got to bring it back up because we have one more list from Shodate, his small list.
Ah.
Where the hell did I can't find the damn thing now. Okay, let me just reopen it. It's a top 10. It won't take me long, but it's a top 10 list that he sent on January 15th, so that's what I go by as the date. No, only PMs. It don't need to be everything, because then it would really take forever. Okay, here it is. Just to get expanded. Okay, so it's the top 20, I'm sorry, underrated franchises.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
he says some are only in America, apparently.
Huh.
That's interesting. So these are his underrated franchises. Number 20, Fire Emblem. I think that not anymore, really.
Then, especially considering Awakening is getting such a huge popularity boost. So I mean.
And by the way, it's awesome.
Oh, is it? Oh man.
It's awesome. I don't want to spoil anything, especially since I don't fully understand the story yet. But you know that kid in the mask they keep showing?
Yeah.
He claims he's Marth.
You're fucking shitting me.
Yeah, because he pops up and he saves one of your characters' lives in one of the cutscenes. And then Crom, who's like, there's like two main characters. There's Crom, who's like the main guy, and then there's your character, which is the character that you create, the character creator. And they say, like, who are you? And he says, you can call me Marth. And they're like, he's like the ancient king of old. And he just kind of doesn't answer, and then he disappears.
I gotta get this game. I get this game.
Okay, anyway, number 19, Gundam, which isn't really a franchise. It's more of a license, but okay. Number 18, Itadaki Street. That is kind of a less-known one.
I don't even know. Which one is that again?
Fortune Street.
Oh, Fortune. Okay, yeah.
Also known as Boom Street. Number 17, Sorcerian. Now, okay, Sorcerian, once again, not really a franchise. Sorcerian is a whole series that came out of one game, which was Dragon Slayer 5. You might as well just put Dragon Slayer on here, which he probably did later on. Number 16 is Ganbar Goemon. Once again, that's more of a license, but okay. Number 15, King's Field. I don't know King's Field.
I don't know that one.
Number 14, Samurai Spirits. We know that as Samurai Showdown. Underrated? No. Because it was huge in its heyday, and the most recent one, Samurai Showdown Sen, was awful.
See, I didn't get to play that one, so I don't know.
Don't. It's a poor imitation of Soul Calibur.
Ugh.
Yeah. Number 13, World Heroes. That's an interesting one because that there was only really three of them. Sort of four because there was also World Heroes Jet, which was sort of a upgraded version of the second game. But yeah, that wasn't sort of a under the radar fighting game series. Number 10 is Hiryu no Ken. which, based on just looking at it, that's Fist of the Dragon, or like what? Maybe it's Fist of the North Star.
I was gonna say Fist of the North Star, maybe.
No,
Yeah.
it's none of those. That is what it would translate to, but we know it as Flying Dragon. That's what it came here.
I think that's underrated. Yeah.
It's Twin Fists of the Flying Dragon, but we got it as Flying Dragon. I don't know. That wasn't that good though.
Wasn't that great? But...
Number 9 is Wizardry. Now this is interesting. He said some only in America. That is underrated in America, not underrated in Japan at all.
I was gonna say not in Japan.
But
But...
he did say that some of these are only underrated in America, which is interesting because Wizardry is an American series.
And it's really odd that it is truly underrated.
Yeah.
Over here too. It really is, which is so weird.
Yeah. And I mean, the guy who created it, didn't he live in Texas or something?
I was gonna say either Texas or somewhere in the Midwest, maybe something like that.
Yeah, Wizardry. I'm looking this up. Surtech did this. Where are they based? Let's see. Surtech. Okay, well they don't exist anymore, but their offshoot in Canada exists. But all right, it doesn't say where they originally were from. But okay, anyway, moving on. Number 8, Fushigi no Dungeon. We don't get most of those over here anyway, so I can understand why he'd put that on there. Mm-hmm. Number 7, Goro Densitsu. Now that I don't know what the hell it is. I'm looking that up. Goro Densitsu.
Legend of something, maybe, or.
Oh, you know what? He spelled it wrong. That's why it should be Garu Densitsu. He put an O instead of an A. Legend of the Hungry Wolf.
Ah. Gotcha.
Fatal Fury. Is Fatal Fury underrated? I don't think so.
Well,
I mean, it pretty much has been supplanted by the King of Fighters.
I was just gonna say, the King of Fighters pretty much has dominated over it. You know what I mean?
But because the story of Fatal Fury has ended. The last one, Mark of the Wolf, I mean, which was fantastic, by the way. It gave it a conclusion, so I don't know. Like, I don't think it's underrated.
I don't think it's truly underrated. I think it does need more love, though. I'll tell you that. So.
Yeah. Number 9, Ultima. Once again, an American series, and created by a guy from New England who lived in Texas. Really popular in Japan. Not as much here.
Which is, again, really odd, considering Ultima is like the grandfather of RPGs. It really is.
Absolutely, yeah. Number 5 is Sangokushi. Every time I say that, we laugh. But now, I gotta find out what the hell it is, because I always laugh at it. Oh, it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Oh, okay. Actually, I actually wouldn't say that's underrated so much over here anymore. Not anymore.
Just obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4, Dragon Slayer. He already mentioned Sorcerian. That's just one little tiny piece of Dragon Slayer. There's also Legend of Heroes and what is Xanadu and all the other pieces of it.
I gotta tell you, Legend of Heroes, I love that series now.
I disagree with the next one, because the third one he has here, number 3, is Tales of, and that's a huge series here.
No, that's really, really popular over here, especially like Tales of
Zelia.
Tales of Zelia, and Tales of Fantasia is getting a huge boost lately. So I mean,
considering, did we ever get Tales of Fantasia in English?
We did on the Game Boy Advance.
That's right, yeah, but we didn't get the PlayStation or the Super Famicom one.
No, wait, I thought we did get the PSX version. Didn't we get that version?
No, we got the sequel. We got Tales of Destiny.
We didn't get Tales of Fantasia on the PSX over here?
Pretty sure we didn't. I'm pretty sure we did. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. Number 2, Dragon Quest. Once again, maybe it's underrated here compared to Japan, but ever since Nintendo became co-publisher on that series, it's been huge.
Yeah, its popularity is soaring.
Yeah. And finally, number 1 is something I don't even know, Bimani.
What the fuck is that?
I'm going to look it up now. Apparently, he feels more people need to play the Bimani games, and, okay, well, we don't get those, so. That's basically Beatmania and like all the Konami, like Guitar Freaks and stuff like that. Bimani is actually the developer, the portion of Konami that makes those rhythm games.
Oh, well, I don't like rhythm games. So.
Yeah, we didn't get Guitar Freaks, we didn't get Drum Mania, we didn't get Keyboard Mania, where we didn't get Para. The only Bimani game that we did get was Dance Dance Revolution, which was huge here.
Oh, that was huge. Yeah, that was really huge over here.
But the vast majority of them didn't even come out.
So we're talking like DDR, but not like Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm then?
No, yeah. Well, like I said, Bimani's the developer. It's not really a franchise.
Okay, all right.
So. But okay, out of 20, I'm gonna give this. I didn't agree with a lot of it, but I'm gonna give it a 12.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I skipped one. Number 11, I somehow skipped was King of Fighters, so that's kind of interesting.
No, see, actually, I think King of Fighters is pretty popular over here. So.
Well, it took a dip when King of Fighters 12 was released and it sucked.
Yeah.
Now that Atlas has been pushing it and they published the last one, and it was unfortunate though because King of Fighters 13 was released at around the same time as Mortal Kombat.
It took a shadow to Mortal Kombat.
And it's unfortunate for our friends in Japan that they didn't get Mortal Kombat.
They haven't gotten it yet?
The only Mortal Kombat game to ever be released in Japan was 2.
They didn't get the new one?
They didn't get any of them but 2.
Wow.
It's just like one of those weird things. I don't know.
That is really weird.
It's a shame. Yeah, I'm giving this a 12 out of 20.
I'm going to say 11.
11. Okay, so we've been off by 1 a lot lately. It's interesting. Okay, but let's move on. I don't think I've seen this name before. I could be wrong, but Hawkstar 5088 sent me the list. This is from listverse.com. And actually, I'm sorry to Hawkstar, but I'm going to have to skip this list because we've done this one already.
Which one was it?
It was the top 10 embarrassing moments in video game history.
Oh, yeah, no, we already did that.
And if you remember, it was a good list, but we had already critiqued this list. So feel free to give us more lists, but we did already do that one.
Sorry about that.
Not a big deal. Probably a newer fan, and the show has been going for 2 years, so... Okay, all right. This person has a username that makes me cringe every time I see it, but hey, we'll go with it anyway. WWE Anime Fans with a Z sent us this list on Yugo.com, written by Sal Basile. This is the top 10, or it's not even a top anything. It's just a list. Okay, these are unnumbered. How many are there? 1, 2, 3... Oh, wait, they are numbered. Okay. The numbers are so pale. It's the top 11 3DS remakes, I guess. Wait a minute.
There are enough of them already? I mean, really? There's enough of them?
I'm looking through this, and none of these are 3DS games, so let me read this. Okay, all right. Okay, the person who sent it to me kind of didn't give me any preamble. Okay, what this is 11 remakes that they want to see for the 3DS.
Oh, okay. All right, I gotcha.
Okay, so that's what's going on. And I guess these are all Nintendo 64 games that they want.
Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, I can name a couple off the top of my head already.
No, but these are all Nintendo 64 games, because they've been re-releasing the N64 games in 3D, like Ocarina of Time and Star Fox.
Wind Waker and everything, yeah. Well, that's not N64, but
well,
yeah.
We are getting a Wind Waker remake, but that's on Wii U.
I can't wait for that's going to be awesome anyway.
Okay, so these are 11 Nintendo 64 games that this person wants to see remade on the 3DS.
Okay.
It would have given it a title other than just putting 3DS remakes. That would have been great, but that's what this website says, so whatever. Okay, so number 11, Jet Force Gemini, which was a pretty cool game, but that will never happen.
Nope.
Never happen. The developer is owned by Microsoft. Forget it.
No. If anything, it'll come out for like an Xbox thing, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Number 10, Resident Evil 2. Well, let's face it, Capcom hasn't had a lot of luck with Resident Evil on handhelds.
Especially in terms of, what was the last handheld one they did that really sucked there? It was
Revelation or the Mercenaries?
Mercenaries. That one really was horrible.
That's interesting because that's getting an Xbox and PlayStation version too.
Oh my God.
Number 9, WWF No Mercy. That's not going to happen. They'll just make a new wrestling game.
Well, actually, you know what? You want a remake of that? Just play WWE 12. It goes by the Attitude Era. And the only reason why I know that is because I was told about it earlier.
And I want to mention the publisher's out of business anyway.
Yeah, so there you go.
Number 8. Now this sort of falls into the mold of like Star Fox's Star Wars Rogue Squadron. It was a good game. I don't see that it does have licensing issues though.
It's got some pretty major licensing issues going on with it. So,
especially, I mean, the license is owned by Disney. The developer, who developed that was Factor 5, right?
Factor 5, yeah.
They even work with Nintendo anymore?
No, they don't.
So there's a lot of things going on there. Number 7, this is one that I would absolutely positively love to see. It'll never happen. Perfect Dark. Once again, developers owned by Microsoft.
I would love to see a remake of that.
Maybe Activision could do it like they did GoldenEye, but then again they couldn't because Perfect Dark is something that's owned by Rare.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, so that can never happen. Would love to see it. It's not going to happen. Number 6, Turok 2: Seeds of Evil. I would actually like to see a compilation of those 3 games come out before the series became shit.
I never been into the Turok games at all.
The first 3 on Nintendo 64 are fun. After that, it was shit. Number 5, Star Wars: Shadows of the Empire. Once again, there's some licensing issues. I forget who developed that though.
I have no idea who developed that.
That one wasn't Factor 5 because it you can emulate it.
I don't know which one that was.
I'm looking it up now. You don't know which one? It was the weird one. It was called Shadows of the Empire, but the cart just said Star Wars on it.
Oh, and that was the one where you were. It's
like a third-person shooter. It was developed.
Third-person shooter. Yeah.
I'm trying to find out who developed it. This is becoming irritating. I can't figure out why. Okay. All right. Here we are. Here's the game. Okay, that was developed by that was actually developed directly by LucasArts, who don't own Star Wars anymore. So there you go.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, so number 4, Banjo-Kazooie. Will never happen, but you can get it for Xbox Live.
I would love to see a remake of it. I really would, but
well, like I said, you can get it for Xbox Live.
Oh yeah,
it's not a remake, but you can play it like that.
I would love to see an actual remake of it. That'd be great. But
number 8, Pokemon Snap. Now, I as awful as I think that game is, I think it could work on the 3DS with the camera and whatnot.
The game was horrific.
I mean, I don't understand the popularity there. Number 2, Donkey Kong 64. Once again, that will not happen.
Well, why not? Why wouldn't that happen?
It's developed by Rare.
I mean, like...
I know characters are owned by Nintendo, but the game was developed by Rare. So if they would be remaking it, they would be using assets that were created by Rare. That's why, like Donkey Kong Country Returns, Retro Studios, you notice the art style is different.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, like they could have a different studio do it with all new assets. It would just be.
Then why not just create a new game instead of remaking?
Well,
and plus, like I said, Rare probably has some claim to the level design and things like that,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, and number 1, and this has been clamoring. This actually can happen. Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Oh, people have been clamoring for that.
There's Operation Moonfall, which is dedicated to that. Okay, so Pokemon Snap aside, these are games I would like to see. Most of them are impossible, but I can't hold that against the person who wrote it. This is wishful thinking, after all. Out of 11, I'm going to give it a 9.
I'm going to give it a 9 as well, actually. Yeah.
Okay, works for me. Okay, so let's move on here. Okay, this person's name is Crow111. It's the word crow, but it's got like 4 or 5 O's in it.
Crow.
As a matter of fact, okay, is this even a list? I got to bring up the full message here. Let's see. This was sent on January 15th. So let me bring it up. This might just be a comment. I don't know. This person sent me a private message and it said list critics, so I just filed it under list critics. But now that I'm looking at it, I got to see if there's actually a list in here. So let's see. Okay, where's Crow? There it is. Oh, there. Okay, this is what he says. It seems there is some sort of something here. Oh, okay, yeah, he's got it listed here. But he says, hey there, I just listened to the January 2013 List Critics episode, and I thought it was great. I didn't think I'd listen all 2 hours of it, but I did. During the top 100 movies list, I kept thinking the list really wasn't very good because there were so many movies that are much worse than most of the ones on the list. It got me to thinking about the movies that were featured on my favorite TV show, Mystery Science Theater 3000. So he goes on, but basically he is his top 20 episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, I used to be a huge fan of that, so yeah.
Yeah, me too. So number 20, episode 110, Robot Holocaust and the Short Commando Cody Part 9. Number 19, episode 310, Fugitive Alien.
Oh, I remember that one.
Number 18, number 423, Bride of the Monster and the Short Hired Part 1. Number 17, episode 301, Cave Dwellers. I don't think I saw that one.
What was that again?
I don't know. I don't think I saw it. Cave Dwellers. Number 6, you can't, I mean, I haven't seen all of them. Number 16, episode 609, The Skydivers with the short Why Study Industrial Arts. Number 15, episode 303, The Pod People.
Oh, of course.
It's number 14, episode 814, Riding with Death. That was when they... was that the one with the huge truck?
That's what I'm thinking of, but I could be wrong, though.
Didn't they get like a phone call from the truck afterwards or something like that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that's the one.
I think that I could be wrong on that. I thought that was a really funny one if that's the one I'm thinking of. Number 13, episode 903, Puma Man. Number 12, episode number 706, Laser Blast. That was a stupid movie.
It was horrific.
Number 11, episode 1001, Soul Taker. I don't remember that. That was later on. I mean, that's season 10 at that point, so I don't know. Number 10, episode 816, Prince of Space.
Prince of Space.
Yeah. Number 9, episode 820, Space Mutiny.
Space Mutiny.
Oh, I like this one. Number 8, episode 514, Teenage Strangler and the short Is This Love?
Yes.
Another classic one, number 7, episode 321, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
That was great.
Number 6, episode 813, Jack Frost. Number 5, episode 212, Godzilla vs. Megalon. That's also that's the only season 2 one on here. It's interesting. He does have a lot of the later ones on here. Where was I? I lost my spot. 212. Okay, number 4, episode 519, Outlaw of Gore. Number 3, episode 512, Mitchell. That was a weird one. Number 2, episode 907, Hobgoblins. And his very favorite episode 424, Manos, the Hands of Fate, and the short Hired Part 2.
Of course, yeah. Naturally.
You know, I know he's doing episodes, but my favorite of all time was the movie, though.
Absolutely.
This Island Earth. I mean, fucking great. Fucking great. But anyway, these are good choices. It's tough because I can think of a lot that I would put on there, but it's sort of like picking like South Park episodes.
Yeah, I know exactly.
There's so many of them, and so many of them are great that it's really hard to critique a list like this. I'm gonna give them a 20. I out of 20. Why not?
I'm gonna say the same thing because I can't really critique it much more than that. You know,
it's a matter of taste. There's none on there that are awful. But then again, there weren't any bad episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
No, it was funny the entire way through. It really was.
Absolutely. Okay, Bolt the Super Dog's Tube. This guy kind of creeps me out. I don't know. He sent me a list here. His favorite music genres. Why do I have a feeling my brain is going to try and jimmy its way out of my skull today?
I just had the same feeling, actually.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Star Wars quote.
And he also sent me his least favorite music genres.
Oh, this is going to be great.
This is going to be interesting. All right, well, what do you want to hear first, though? Favorite or the least favorite?
Let's go with favorite first,
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay, number 10 is, what the hell is this? Hard trance? What the hell is hard trance?
What the fuck?
Is that even... Is that even a thing? I'm gonna Google this because I don't even think that's a thing. What the fuck is okay. Apparently, yeah, like it's a subgenre of trance music that originated in Belgium, Germany, and the Netherlands in the mid-90s as the breakbeat hardcore production community. I can't read this. This is giving me brain raisins. Number 9 is drum and bass. That's not a genre. That's 2 instruments.
Drum and bass? It's not a genre. Is it a genre?
Okay, apparently it is. It's a subgenre of electronic music from the mid-90s, characterized by fast break. It's the same exact thing as the other one.
My brain's
It's got
dying.
the same exact description. All right. Wow. 7 is post-punk.
As opposed to pre-punk?
Okay, now I know post-rock and I know post-metal. I cannot imagine post-punk.
What is post-punk exactly?
I can't imagine that being a thing. When you put the post prefix on something, it usually means that you're slowing it down and it becomes very meticulous and articulated.
Yeah.
Like post-rock, like bands like Pelican, you know?
Right.
Apparently, this is a thing. Let's see. What kind of bands? I want to know. Are there examples of bands? Oh, okay, all right. Suddenly it all makes sense. Sonic Youth is post-punk.
Okay, all right. I gotcha.
Suddenly it all makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Okay, wow. All right.
That you know what? I've always thought that they kind of defied description, and that actually is a good description of what they do.
Post-punk. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I learned something new. Number 6 is ska-core. Really? I guess somebody's got to listen to it.
Yeah.
Number 5 is thrash metal. I do enjoy some thrash metal.
Obviously, me too.
Number 4 is older metalcore. He's specifically saying older metalcore.
Okay. I didn't know that was an actual genre, but okay.
Well, metalcore is a genre, but I didn't think that it was separated into older and newer, especially since that's such a subjective description.
Right. Older metalcore is a genre? Really?
I don't think that's a genre. Number 3, now this is just... You got to be making this up. Happy hardcore? Okay, it's got its own Wikipedia page.
My brain had an aneurysm.
Are you ready to hear this? This is funny. Happy hardcore, also known as happycore, is a genre of music typified by a very fast tempo, often coupled with solo vocals and sentimental lyrics. I've never heard of any of these bands. I'm gonna throw these bands out here to know if you've ever heard of any of them. We have Scott Brown, Darren Styles, Hixie, DJ Paul Elstack, Dune, Scooter, Party Animals, DJ. These sound like episodes of the Muppet Babies. What's going on here? All right, I'm gonna move on because number two is hair metal, which isn't really a genre, but
That's not an actual genre.
but we know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. It's not a real genre, though.
He's talking about the 80s power metal like Poison and Winger and Rat and all those kind of bands.
Yeah.
We know what he's talking. And number 1, alternative rock, which once again is not really a genre, but we do know what you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
That is the worst fucking list of favorite music genres in my life. I was a happier man not knowing what happycore is. At a 10, I'm going to give him a 3, and one of those points is for making me laugh.
I have to agree with you on that one. Wow.
Okay, so here, are you ready for more? Here's his least favorite musical genres.
I'm ready.
Number 10 is crunk, which I don't really think this qualifies as a genre. Crunk is sort of like it's sort of like hip hop, but it's like they talk like idiots.
Wow.
Like it's basically rap for rednecks. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you know how there's like Southern rock? That's like
Yeah.
the rap equivalent of that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's rap for rednecks.
Wow.
Well, he doesn't like it.
This is a good thing,
Yeah.
I guess.
Number nine is emo, which is more of a scene, not really a genre.
That's not really a genre. I know what he's talking about.
Unless he's probably talking about emo core.
That's what I was going to say is emo core. Yeah.
Number 8 is modern metalcore. So apparently metalcore, the old shit is his favorite, and the new shit he just hates it. Yeah. Number 7 is deathcore, which is I gotta agree with him in there. Deathcore is like it's like they took hardcore and they tried to make it complicated.
And it came out horrific.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, those are those bands like Job for a Cowboy. And,
Job. Yeah.
Yeah, and The Agonist is another example. Who else is deathcore? God Forbid is deathcore.
God forbid, I was just going to say.
Those are all just awful bands. So I got to agree with him on that one. Number 6 is dubstep. I do have to agree with that as well. Dubstep is awful.
I put that as number 1 for me. I can't stand the shit. So.
Yeah. At number 5, I don't think this is really a genre. He put ringtone rap. But once again, I was proven wrong on a few of these, so I'm going to Google it.
That can't be a thing. Please tell me that's not right.
Okay, well, it doesn't have a Wikipedia. It does have an Urban Dictionary. Let's see. Ringtone rap, the shitty new pop hip-hop that floods the radio. Okay, so basically they're talking about the mainstream garbage
of
hip-hop. So that's not really a genre, but we know what you're talking about. Number 4 is pop punk. So I assume he means like Blink-182 and Sum 41 and crap like that.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Number 3 is crunk core. Yeah, it does exist. They also call it skrunk. And it is awful.
Oh, wow.
As a matter of fact, the most well-known skrunk band is Broken Side, who I have called the worst thing to happen to music.
Yes.
Fail.
Pretty much complete fail.
So
yeah.
that's what skrunk is. Or as he calls it, crunk core. So number 2, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but number 2 is booty bass music.
Oh, God.
Like, is that even a thing?
It can't be a thing.
I'm looking it up. Booty bass music, yeah. Okay, apparently the more popular name is Miami bass. But it's also known as booty music or booty bass or dirty rap.
How about no?
Apparently it's like Whoop There It Is or like Two Live Crew or
those idiots.
Or Me So Horny, Me So Horny. Tootsie Roll and that kind of shit.
I gotcha.
Okay, I agree with him there. And number 1, Christian rock.
Well, we do have somebody in the company used to do that, John. So
Mary Ellen, she once asked me, why is Christian music so bad? Like, why do they all suck? And she's, I'm like, she's a Christian musician. This is kind of weird coming from her. But I said, I think it's because they focus on the lyrics only, not on making good music.
And there you go. And that's why it sucked ass.
Well, you know what, Tanya? I mean, I hate to do this, but we gotta have to end the show here. We do have a bunch more lists, but we're gonna have to keep them for next time because there's like so many lists and whatnot. And I don't know. Maybe one day we'll have to like do this twice a month or something.
Hey, I'd be down with that. I wouldn't mind it.
So what do you guys think? Let me know what you think, because then it wouldn't be so long too.
It's up to you guys. You let us know.
Yeah, because of course scheduling and everything,
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm deep in development for episode 2. Intent.
War of the Abyss, not Attack of the Clones.
Yes, exactly.
Both prepositionary phrases, though.
Yeah. Yes.
Most curious. There were a bunch of lists that I was really hoping to get to, but I'm looking at the time, and it's like, you know,
craziness.
there's a lot of shit. But just a preview. Next time we have the last of the Nintendo Power Top 20 console lists. We have hardest, most pointless World of Warcraft achievements. We have some guy sent us his top 25 Sega Genesis lists. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Bunch of things like that. S Serpent sent a bunch of, including a top 100 list. So like I said, there's so much to get to. But I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's call it quits for now before we get too tired.
Okay, I'm done with that.
So, that being said, why don't we say goodbye to our fans?
Good night and goodbye, and I will see you guys later.
She's doing like the goodbye moon thing. Good night, fans. Good night. Good night, hard drive. Good night, 3DS. Good night, speaker. Good night. Good night, dildo. It's on your end, not mine. Yeah, there's something wrong with us.
Nah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in March.
Yeah, we'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this month's VMX show, starring
It's
me.
not the VMX show.
VMX show. Oh my God.